Yeah, I was going to be a filmmaker. I liked doing photography and film, which is about telling stories. But I realized that to succeed, as in many things, you have to be very talented, and you also have to be lucky. But you typically in the film business, creative businesses, you have to starve for a few years. But what I liked about it was when you think about movies, it's actually I never gone into it this way. You can put the same actor, the same screenwriter, and the same cast in one movie, and it's a big hit. And you put them together again, and it's going to fail. And so that got me interested in the notion that lots of business problems, you just can't somebody say, Gresh, what do you want? You'll say, I want a blue shirt. And I give you a blue shirt, and you go, not really. And so it's not a linear business. You just can't ask the customer what they want. You have to sort of think for them a bit and be really good at observation and have a little bit of, if you remember the old TV show Seinfeld, a little bit of Jerry Seinfeld. You ever wonder why Gresh wears white shirts? Yeah, but you have to think about that because brands and businesses are solving people's problems. And if you ask them what problem they have, they say, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. So, yeah, so that got me started in this journey of trying to solve what I call nonlinear problems, problems where you can't add up and say 62% of people want white shirts, so I'm going to make a white shirt. And then you find out there are 20 white shirts on the rack, and you can't tell the difference in one white shirt and the other. So I like thinking about how to solve problems that you just can't add up and, oh, it's 52 here and 48 here, so that's the answer.
Nice. I absolutely love that, and I thought about everything when I was reading all your parts of your book, and then really thinking and hearing about all the things that you do. That it didn't really seem like it were like those linear problems, as you said so well, where it was things that I think sometimes people can miss because they're not really thinking about them, and they're not necessarily one plus one equals two, which is I think what you were getting at.
Yeah, and a lot of it is watching what people do and saying, gee, that's strange. Why do they always do it this way? And everyone does it that way. And when you're following a herd, it feels pretty normal. When you have crummy wallpaper in your house, it looks okay to you until somebody comes in and says, hey, dude, that avocado wallpaper went out years ago. It looks okay to me. You just don't notice it because we're such creatures of habit.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's where that disruption happens because, correct me if I'm wrong with you, studying so many brands and working and having that experience, it almost thinks that we take things for granted. And when you're really trying to make change and be disruptive, as I talked about in your bio, you really have to look at those habits of people and how they could be disruptive or change, or maybe even how they already are changing. We're just not kind of solving those problems.